Ether, and this is for your. We're going to find out what's going on. What are the new divine energies and wisdoms coming in with this new moon, um, as well as this new astrological new year. So, Happy New Year to those that stand firm on uh, the astrological aspect of things. This is a new start, new beginning. I believe this is a new moon in Aries season. So, for Aries to be the first house placement of the zodiac, technically, this is a new beginning. So, I was guided to pick some divine oracles, the wisdom, and raise it up for the new um, moon energy. So we're going to get started. I'm going to pull first, then we're going to read into the background of the cards. I'll be using the divine energy, followed by the wisdom of the divine energy, and then we're going to raise it up. I'm going to do it twice. I'm still contemplating if I want to see what new energies are going to come through with tarot, but we will see by the end of this video. So I'm going to go ahead and give my cards another shuffle. Please bear with me. Hopefully everyone can hear me. And again, thank you for the views, likes, and subscriptions to the channel. Okay, so pulling the first energy card, we have Live Life to the Fullest. Okay. Let's just turn it over. I should have took it. It might be, you have Self-Worth, Elevate, was flipped inside of this deck before I shuffled. I'm going to go ahead and just show the card Live Life to the Fullest as the first pull. The second cards I will pull out, will take out. I will shuffle them out just so we can see the line up here with this new energy. My boots are showing. No. Okay. The wisdom for this is abundance. Being a thoughtful steward for the money you already have is the secret to creating more abundance. When you trust yourself to handle more, that's when more shows up. So far, so good. Hey. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have surrender. Look forward. Okay. Something to look forward to with this new energy. I'm going to go ahead and give the raise the vibration of this. So far, so good. Alright. One more. Okay, I'm gonna pull random, pull random. I actually seen this when I pulled it out the deck, and it was very potent as it stood out. Okay, so I'm protected by source. Okay, so these are the divine energy wisdoms and the rising of this new moon energy. I like it. Living with purpose. Live with purpose brings prosperity at the end of the deck. So let's go ahead and shuffle to get that second card. One card, please. Thank you very much. Let's see. Too many. Okay, let's take this one. Change tracks. All right, so we're going to find out what this means in a sec. Count your blessings at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Thank you very much. Ease at the bottom of the wisdom card. And then we have, if you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead. So we have focus. Your focus can be on abundance in this time as we call in these new energies, as we step over this threshold into the astrological forefront of this new year of 2023. Okay. One card, please, to rise up this second calling. Okay, my aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. All right, let's go ahead and get these books and see what we have. Raise your vibration is a mantra that calls me to light up at the bottom of the deck. So we're going to start from the first one. Live life to the fullest. Let's find it. Give me a second. I'm going to pause while I find it. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to give myself some time to find both um, of the cards and what they stand for. Okay, so we're going to start first with the first row. The first card was Live Life to the Fullest, which is found on page 132. So that is, if you, for those that are like so big on numerology, um, that is subsidized into one single number, if I'm not mistaken, a six. Yes, a six. And it's funny because the next one for the second row was found on page 16, which is a seven. So if that's something significant for anyone. So I'm going to go ahead and read what it says here in the book. Live life to the fullest. What aspects of life are you avoiding? Where do you hold yourself back out of fear of the unknown or past conditioning? What experiences do you wonder about, long for, and envy? Your divine energy is calling you to break out of your habitual self identity and routine and directly experience all that beckons you in life. Your divine invitation, have the courage to challenge yourself to the fullest and to pursue your passions without reservation. Earthly existence ends soon enough. So don't throw it away by keeping yourself from experiencing. It's raining and the sun just came out. So mine can be not the same. Anyway, earthly existence ends soon enough. So don't throw it away by keeping yourself from experiencing it to the hilt. Dream big and live large. This is your playground and you write the rules. Don't sit on the sidelines watching the days go by. And that's funny because as I was reading that, the sun just came out of nowhere. I don't know if that's rain. Yeah, it's rain. The rain and the wind is all blowing, so it just sounds like crazy out there. So for that sun to come and peek out as I was reading is kind of like inspiring. I'll put it there. So then we have the wisdom card again. Abundance, being a thoughtful steward of your money is, oh, excuse me, being a thoughtful steward of the money you already have is the secret to creating more abundance. When you trust yourself, you handle more. That's when more shows up. So far so good. I just feel like the energy with this is calling you to break out of um limiting yourself. It doesn't say that, but limiting yourself and be able to kind of bend a little bit. I've kind of been picking that up for a while now. Having the courage to challenge yourself um, and pursue what it is that you want, whether that's to go over, go after your abundance or even your spirituality. With this, I am protected by source. I am protected by source, I believe was page 92. Let me see. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, page 92, which is subsidizing 2011. This card is gonna go in so we can know what is being aspected in this time as we move forward in this new season. I will be taking another hiatus if anyone really cares. Okay. Okay, so I am protected by source. This card in this deck is known as the No card, which is considered part of the crown chakra. If you can see, it has a little purple heart, violet heart. So I'm just going to read the in-depths of this really fast, and then I'll get into the card. It says the crown chakra is found at the top of the head and is visualized as a blooming lotus. It's the space that governs the brain, intelligence, and connection to the divine. In Sanskrit, it is known as Sahasrana. if I said that right. Excuse me if I said that right. Sahasrara or Sahasra, Sahasrara, thousand petals, give the impression that it has the potential to open and bloom. Energetically, it governs our personal connection to the divine. In fact, through its activation, we are able to have a direct experience to the divine, excuse me, of the divine. This chakra goes beyond the elements as it is more of an expression of the presence, essence, and light that move through life itself. The crown cards, which is this is one of them, are about connecting with wisdom and embodying certain ways of knowing in order to establish and nurture our divine connection. The messages of these cards encourage us to align with a higher way of being, moving beyond the limiting human behaviors of lack and competition. And into trust that there is enough for everyone and that we are here for reasons beyond vanity and material gain. These cards encourage us to see that we are all one and how we are connecting with people is how we are connecting with ourselves. I am protected by source, okay? When this card comes to you, a divine stream of protective light is pouring over you, your aura, and your space. You may have encountered shame or embarrassment in the past, but this is not your present. The life force of the universe is helping you move beyond any limited thoughts, emotions, and patterns that may be making you feel unsafe. Hmm. Okay. Or making you prepare for the worst. The part of your psyche that thinks of the worst possible outcomes is not a bad part. It's a vulnerable and tender part that's trying to protect you. But today, the message you need to hear is that you are safe. Do you believe it? If you are uncertain, if you are fearful, if you are exposed, call in the light of Source. The high frequency energy will deflect any lower vibrations, ill intentions, or even people who are not considering your well being or working towards your highest good. Know that you are strong, and you are even stronger when you unite with the universe. It's even excuse me, its ever present love and light will hold you through even the darkest of times. Today, it is reminding you that you are protected and it's safe to move forward. Vibe of the day, or should we say vibe of this week, vibe of this new season. I am surrounded by source light. Say it two more times. I am surrounded by source light. I am surrounded by source light. Amen and ashe. Okay. So again, being protected by source, knowing that you have what it takes to move forward and manifest what it is that you need in this time, whether that's in abundance, whether that's just in all in your spirituality, in your mind, in your heart, the healing that you need in this time, okay? It's kind of what I'm getting from there. So that's what's going to be aspected, crossing over into this new energy. Okay, we got the knowing of the knows, and okay, living life to the fullest. Okay. So let's go to um, the second row. It says focus on success as the divine energy. Oh, that is not the card. Excuse me. Focus on success. Someone needs to get that. Focus on success in this time for someone. Trust in the divine guidance and focus on what it is that you're trying to accomplish in this time. Okay. So we have changed tracks. On a soul level, you're entering a major learning curve, and it is time to change tracks and raise your consciousness to a higher level. Avoid overthinking and instead pray for your divine energy to guide you successfully onto your new path, leaving what no longer works behind. Your soul's path is changing because you are ready for this growth and freedom. Live life to the fullest on top. View all aggravating circumstances and roadblocks as an invitation to move in a new, more aligned direction with your authentic self. Stay connected to your divine energy rather than being distracted by drama. Notice what is no longer good for you and let it go. Your divine energy is calling you to change directions. Pray for the strength to fully move upward and onward at this time. Your divine invitation. Be wary of feeling like the victim of others' negative behavior. It is simple, excuse me. It is simply time to change paths, move up and onward, and trust your divine nature to guide you because it will. So, as you begin to live life to the fullest, you must be reminded that you are getting ready to change directions and focus on what you want versus what you don't want in this time. Okay, so negative outcomes, negative behavior, aggravating circumstances, so on and so forth, things like that. You're going to be able to let these things go. Let go of things that you might see as something negative and be able to change tracks is what I'm getting from there is shifting your perspective. If I'm not mistaken, it's in the the um Raise the Vibration Oracle deck. There's a card that says shift your perspective. If I'm not mistaken, it's also a knowing card. If not, it's a magenta card, so that has something to do with the Kundalini awakening, which is anywhere between 12 to 24 feet above the crown. So that's up in here with it, okay? Um, Going to the next card, please. I think it was page 144. All right, so if anybody wants to, maybe later I will put these numbers meaning in the comment section. If anyone is interested, if they have been seeing these numbers or these numbers might be any significance to anyone, I'll put them down there. Okay, so we have my aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. I'm just going to see where this falls. If I'm not mistaken, this is a activate. So it's time to activate here. We had the knowing and the crown chakra might be able to activate at this time. So we have activate Kundalini Rainbow. Kundalini is the primal life force, the spark of creation that we hold at the core of our being. The word is the Sanskrit for coiled serpent, okay? Because it is visualized as a spiral of energy in the center of the root chakra. It is the energy that replenishes and activates all of the chakra system. For the most part, it is sleeping and only activate at certain points of our life. But when we choose to raise our vibration, or rise the vibrations, we set the intentions to constantly awaken this energy. The Kundalini cards are about it, tuning in to the radiant qualities of our being. You see, when this life force moves through the chakra system, it creates rainbow light that fills our entire energy field and can be perceived by those who don't consider themselves spiritual. So basically, what I'm getting from there is like, okay, for those that are really in tune, um, might be able to see it. Those that can't, that don't consider themselves spiritual, they can see like there might be like I'm seeing. Okay, this is what I'm saying. I'm seeing a dark shadow, but this dark shadow illuminates light. That's kind of what this is basically saying in layman's terms, okay? It says the message of these cards help us tune back into why we set out on this path in the first place. They help us awaken the energy of excitement in our devotional practice and remind us that even taking small steps towards our own healing is good for the whole. of humanity. Okay, so we have my aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. Our aura is the onward projection of our energy system. When we do deep spiritual work, face our own darkness, and dedicate ourselves to our spiritual practice and participate in our own wellness, it becomes radiant with light, and those around us see beyond our persevered. Excuse me, our persevered. That's the word. That's the word. Are you sure? I guess. Okay. Flaws and tune directly into who we truly are. Right now, your aura is radiant. You are in a sacred space. You have dedicated much time, effort, and energy to reclaiming your wholeness. You have faced your shadow. You have been dedicated to your own healing. You have chosen to remember the light of your soul. That's kind of what I said, right? Okay, just making sure. I think this is my first time actually reading into this card, like truly reading into this card. Continue. Thank you. All right. You have chosen to remember the light of your soul. Currently, the doors of opportunity are swinging open for you. Any exciting new invitations, connections, and inspirations that are coming through are divinely guided. This is the time to bask in the glory of your gifts and your and to express your most authentic self. Your energy field is magnetic and it's attracting people, places, situations, opportunities, ideas, connections, and angels that will lead you toward the fulfillment of your highest and greatest good. The vibe of the day of this card says, my energy is radiant and magnetic. My energy is radiant and magnetic. My energy is radiant and magnetic. Amen and Ashe. So it is. All right. So again, I'll probably put this in the comment section of the channel. I just heard let's do some tarot. Let's try. I just heard try tarot. We're gonna try tarot. I think I'm gonna leave this here. So that's pretty good. It's a new year for some, new month, new moon. This is what the new moon is pouring out. So for those that are already on track, congratulations. If I just gave you your confirmation, you are on track with living life to the fullest. You are changing tracks, maybe shifting your perspective towards some things. You're being divinely guided in this time as well. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot to see what else messages we have here. Let's see. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right. So hopefully that made sense. Excuse the tongue twisting. I have a very heavy tongue. Sometimes it just does whatever it wants to do. I like to think sometimes I have dyslexia the way I read, but I don't. I'm not going to claim that. We're not going to got the messages through these cards. I'm not claiming none of that. All right. Just need to take my time. I am not feeling my best. I'm feeling very nauseated in this time. So do excuse me. Hopefully my protection by source is blocking the what's going on with me personally, and you're not hearing or seeing me, but you're hearing source, or hearing the messages from the divine that you need. Okay, from God, whoever did you call on. All right, let's go ahead and look into this tarot and see what messages we can get out of here. Alrighty, new moon energy reading. What is coming in new? What is coming in this time? What needs to be illuminated at this time under this new moon energy as the storm comes and goes? Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so far we have the Nine of Pentacles. I just heard get 8, so 8 might be significant for something. We've already seen 5 and 7. No, 6, 7, and then we just heard 8. So I'm going to go ahead and get 8. Yes, I said yes with the Sun card coming out. So could be going into some type of independent financial stability. Could be collecting on some type of investment. We did have there about being on your journey of healing. So you could be healing in this time, collecting investments towards your self healing, is what I just heard from that. I'm getting from that. Ooh, what is that? Queen of Cups. That's another yeses. We have 3 yeses so far on the board. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Queen of Cups. So being positive in this time as you get ready to explore your feelings, your dreams, your I just heard aspirations of things, whatever that has been inspiring you in this time. Okay, so being able to let go again with that Death card coming underneath the um, Nine of Pentacles, being able to transform into this new independent person, letting go of things that no longer serve you, ending whatever ending could be ending judgment, self-judgment, could be going. This is what I'm saying so far. You're going through a transformation where you have been like rather positive or negatively um evaluating yourself. Like I'm hearing like bad, like snapping, like every time something happens, like you're just snapping judgment, like, oh, this person just left me out in the cold, no communication out of nowhere. You just like kind of been beating yourself up, taking blames of things that has happened and things of that sort. But I feel like you're being guided, seeing here that you're being guided to be positive, be joyful. It could have happened for a reason because this judgment is falling underneath the Sun card. Another thing that I am getting, that there is some type of judgment happening right now. You don't have to worry about it. It could be good in your favor, or there could be some type of judgment. I heard that you're getting another chance after you let something go. You could be getting the second chance to move in a direction um of forgiveness, and it's going to open up some type of birth of something as well. Okay, if that makes sense to anybody. Whoa, so that's, we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, good news. Okay, 6, and then we have 7. The World came out. So completion. Yeah, you're completing a cycle. A cycle has been completed, or it's coming to the round up of being completed. I heard get 8, so we need one more card. um Something had to die. You could have been going through some type of spiritual transformation as well as a physical one. I just heard something happen uprootingly. Yeah, that's crazy. Something happened uprootingly that made you second guess your placement in this world, placement on your spiritual journey. As I was trying to shuffle for the last card, 3 cards came out, which was these, and it came out just like this. They were all stuck together. Um the Heartbreak, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. So what I said about those cycles closing and you kind of being hard on yourself because things just happen abruptly, abruptly out of somewhere, out of nowhere. I don't know for who that was, like cutting off communication, or you feeling like you're getting sick out of nowhere, like me. Like this is my second time I have woken up out of my sleep feeling nauseous. And I know I'm not pregnant. So it's like, yeah, what is this? So it could be something that you have been doing for yourself that is about to take place coming in under this new moon, going into the new moon phase as we cross over physically into this new energy of the astrological realm. One more card, please, Spirit. Spirit, brother God. Okay. All right. So the 8th card that came out is the Two of Cups, but it came out in reverse. So again, and it's falling under the good news and the judgment. So what I said about that whole um feeling inadequate or feeling like something is just happened abruptly out of nowhere. Bottom of the energy, we have the Ten of Swords. So something could have happened out of nowhere that made you kind of second guess your spiritual journey, your relationships, your connections with people, right? Remember, we do have these energies here that are speaking on letting go of the negative aggression of things and trying to like be more positive. So if someone just poof be gone, ghosted out of your life out of nowhere, it was for a reason. That person could have been an enemy, betraying to be a friend. That person could have been doing some type of could have been something that bad mouthed you, or they were just dormant. Like they were just, I just heard that they were just there for show. And it really was a disconnection there. Okay, there could have been some type of imbalance. So it could be a good thing that, things ended the way that they had to end. Okay. But overall, I mean, we do have a lot of good things here already. So something had to die out in order for you to get back into a place of, I'm hearing prayer and meditation and back to loving on yourself. Um, that could be another thing right now. Self love is very potent. So maybe you need to more so be worried about healing and your finances and your spiritual journey more so than dealing with other people. That comes after the fact, is what I'm getting from here. Okay. So let's get one card for why this Two of Cups is in reverse, the King of Wands. So it could have been someone that was in charge or someone that was trying to take charge with this King of Wands. It also could have been someone that was just highly sexual for the main part. People saying that the Wands is about yep. So it could have been that as well. So I don't really want to get clarifiers for any of these, but I do want to look a little deeper. Let's get a little nosy here. So for the Page of Wands lining up with the Independence card, that's another good news of some type of creative spark. More messages are coming in about someone's independence or someone's abundance. Ace of Wands here, something new getting ready to take place here. And we said that, excuse me, I have a little everything right here. All right, so the Ace of Wands is clarifying the Sun card, so it could bring some type of success and joy with this Ace of Wands energy coming through. Being clarified, we have the Nine of Cups clarifying the Queen of Cups. Okay, so dreams, your wish fulfillment, things are actually planning out the way that you expect them to. Okay, something significant about a mother as well in the near future. This Tower moment is clarifying the Death card. So that is, let me see, that's a 13. Yep, 13, 16. So that's a 4 and a 7. Is that a 12? Did I do that right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Excuse me, 13. So still a 4. Okay, so finding that stability that you need in this time as you are able to move forward and transition over, whether that's in spiritual or that's just some new beginning happening. But a tower did have to happen. So what I was picking up with the whole being left out and feeling defeated, um, being depleted, excuse me, and sudden things happening unexpectedly, it had to happen, okay, for you to get back into this place of protecting yourself with the Seven of Wands clarifying this judgment. It does mean reconciliation, but it doesn't have to be. I'm also picking up that there's just like a lot of self-awareness happening. There is an awakening moment, and this tower had to come for you to be brought down into a pit so that you can rise up and awaken to your truest and full potential of whatever was holding you back or whatever you were blaming yourself for. Oh, World card clarifying the Page of Pentacles, and that's crazy because the next card that came out after the Page of Pentacles was the World card. So it's gonna bring some good news, and it's gonna be an achievement once you're able to understand why all this has happened the way it has happened. You can also be increasing some type of income. It doesn't always have to be material, as our oracle said here. It can be abundance in your spiritual growth. It can be abundance in your prayer life. It could be abundance in the way that you think of yourself, loving yourself, things of that sort. It doesn't always have to be tangible, touchy, touchy, money, money, spendy, spendy. Um, things of that sort. You can also be learning a new way to do something that's going to make you feel whole within as well as outside. Okay, so let's get a clarifier. This is the last clarifier. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clarifying the world card is the King of Pentacles. So being mature, like I said, going into that breakdown to bring you lovers at the bottom of this deck, okay? So going into that breakdown of closing yourself off away from everyone just so that you can be able to open yourself back up and having that sense of maturity. Again, I said it doesn't have to be tangible, but clearly we do have a lot of finances and tangible things out here about, earthly matters and solid beginnings and finances. But um with this disharmony, it could come from other people. At the bottom of the deck, we do have two king cards. Okay, we have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So that's pretty much all we have. You could have a disharmony between, excuse me, sexual endeavors is what I just got from that too. So there's, more so if you healing, I'm getting like a healing thing. Like, people might be looking at you like, hey, sex, and you're like, hey, no. So that's something that's being held back in this time, especially right now, because this is a fire season. If I'm not mistaken, Gemini is still connected to Aries. So yeah. Yeah. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching the videos. Please like, share, and subscribe for those who have not. Comment if you will, if anything did make sense to you about these readings. Again, happy new year, happy astrological new year to those that are on board with that, and until next time, peace.